Hey, sorry for the clickbait. Actually, it's not clickbait because it actually is the end. The end of salvaging runs, most likely. So I talked about this, in the previous salvaging runs videos, in that, or at least a couple of them, in that I was starting to get burnt out on doing them due to the amount of things required to set up the run in the first place. Ended up just, being very awful, like, very quick to burn out, simply put. So that's why thankfully, somebody made a mod that made pulling up saves much easier. The only issue is that people had to be on PC and download mods in the first place. And I guess I overestimated the amount of people who would end up doing that, even though the incentives were that your run was very, very likely to be played. In fact, not just very likely, but 100% guaranteed, because I played every single salvage run that was submitted via the mod. All, get this, drum roll. I'm not editing, so pretend there's a drum roll here. All 4 submissions, I think it was just 4 in total. And I haven't got any since. In fact, all 4 of those were only after, as of recording. Maybe right later if somebody will submit using it, but I brought it up, in November. That's when I got, several submissions coming in. Nothing until the previous video, which is not that long ago. I think a week ago. Giving one more chance to, submit via the mod and see. Maybe I just didn't advertise enough, or I don't know. But this is a bit embarrassing. This might be a bit embarrassing to say, but yeah, I got 0 submissions from the mod. So yeah, considering this kind of content is fully based on how many people submit, if there's none, then that means there's no content, and probably the end of the salvaging series. Or if not, even fewer and far between. Because, the last couple have been, a month apart. But that last one might just have been the last one. Again, I'm still getting submissions, built up manually. But I'm just so burnt out on it that it's hard for me to do them, especially since a lot of these submissions, it's kind of falls under the same vein as browser challenges, in the fact that once you've seen the common ones, a lot of them end up being the same. That's why I stopped playing challenges as well. Challenge content has really dried up. It was pretty awesome back in the day, several years ago, but now I can't tell if it's either a mix of less people making good challenges, or that every challenge day is getting exhausted. But yeah, there's just I don't think there's any good ones anymore, but I like to be proven wrong. Frankly, I still see a huge avenue for interesting custom challenges, because there's new towers like Mermonkey and thing, and yeah, maybe I just haven't looked hard enough, but I just haven't seen those. But okay, back to the topic of the salvaging submissions. Let me see if I can pull up the document actually, just to show. So let me pull up one that was just randomly submitted via screenshot. This one's around 100. I talked about this already though. Round 100s are very one-dimensional, so it'd be largely a waste of time to recreate an entire run from round 1 again. Okay, I also have to say this one more time, although I think, because occasionally people may not get the point, but something about challenge editor to save time, it still takes a hell of a long time. In fact, maybe more effort if I were to start the round 100 because of fewer XP and all that. But yeah, this is a run I would play. I would play any run if they were submitted via mod. because, you know, it doesn't take too much effort from my side, but I might be, if I have to manually do it, like, spending all the time only to have either a very boring solution or a solution or a challenge that's literally impossible. So that was my main issue of why I got burnt out of doing the salvages in the first place. And yeah, I don't want to keep uploading the same types of solutions to salvages. Like, I was really hoping that if we got a lot of submissions via the mod, then, you know, all of the crappy ones, quote-unquote, or the generic ones can go on extras, and then we get some banger, as usual, get some banger ones on the main channel. But again, I overestimated the amount of people that would use the mod. This is one last call, though. If you truly don't want it to end, I guess, then submit. And we'll see maybe if there's enough, we can pull out another episode or two out of our ass. I don't know, but for now, I think it's dead. And now this brings me, this is not just about the end of salvages, but I think we need to talk about BTD6 in general, because I'm not gonna lie, I think for the first time in ever, if anyone knows, if people have been following for a while, I've been making BTD 6 content for as long as the game's been out, since June 2018. And starting then, like, it was basically daily for the first, like, year or two. Lately, it's still daily, quote-unquote, but I skip many days. But this is the first time in a while that I think I am genuinely cooked. As in, I don't think I have much left in the tank. Yep, that's... You're hearing that right. I didn't know if I wanted to be super public about this, but yeah. The last update, I talked about this too, once, but there wasn't too much content in 46 that I feel like I don't think I can make it to the next update the way things are currently going, because, you know, whatever it was, Legends or Game Editor was supposed to give huge amount of content. Obviously, patience is a virtue. But yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think I can keep up the pace anymore of the amount of BTD6 content. Because, again, there's so many things you can do. There's only so many things you can do in this game. You can't do the same things forever. And that's why the salvaging series is so great, and challenges in general, because it's basically, I wouldn't say infinite content, but it's a lot of things that, it's a good way to get different content. I don't, yeah, that, it's finished the sentence for me, but I think you get the point. As opposed to, you know, having a challenge in mind already before going into it, these salvaging was different in the sense that, yeah, I'm just pulling stuff out from viewers, and it very likely is different every single time. This is another, I guess, last call to action. If you do have any interesting BTD6 ideas that, like, I haven't done, then do let me know, but again, I am very picky. I don't like to do shitty challenges, like theme challenges, or stuff that I know won't turn out very well. Maybe that's an issue. Maybe I should... Nah, I shouldn't do, like, I guess, a whole lot of field content in the meantime. As long as, you know, unless I'm enjoying it, of course, but... I don't know where I'm going with this. Doing one take is hard when I don't have a script and or no notes beside me. I'm just rattling things off of my brain. Hope Extras is enjoying the ranting. But yeah, if I don't have anything left in the BTD6 tank, I think I will have to slow down the amount of content I will put out, which obviously I know every viewer will be like, yeah, that's completely fine. Take as much time as you want. Same thing people say, you know, when struggling with life and existing. Which, by the way, yes, things are as hard as ever. Maybe that has a small amount to do with it as well. The fact that maybe because of all the shit going on, which is, yeah, again, like, I still don't want to talk about it in super detail, because it's very hard. But just know it is life-changing, even for myself, who is, like, completely unaffected by, personally, like, physically, what is going on. I'm gonna leave it at that for now, but maybe that has a bit to do with, you know, not enjoying or running out of motivation. I don't know about motivation, more so than literally lack of content. I think if there was something to do in BTD6, I would be motivated to make content of it, because, yeah, I don't want to quit, that's for sure. Again, a lot of people do say, like, take a break, but, like, I must reiterate, I've been doing this full-time since 2018, so there is no plan B. That would be the equivalent as someone saying, quit your job if times are tough. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that and make things even tougher, you know what I mean? That's not the right solution. And this does bring me to, I guess, topic of other Bloons games, like Bloons Card Storm, BT Battles 2. There is still content to be made on those games that maybe I haven't discovered the full extent of. But yeah, as you already know by now, the interest in those games is much lower than BT6, so even if I were to do them, which I do, I obviously don't think it'd be wise to flood my or change my entire channel to be that. Notably Card Storm, because yeah, that is a very niche audience, and it's a shame that, I don't know, they didn't butcher the release of that as badly as Battles 2, but I think it definitely could have been a lot better and retained more of the player base, because yeah, there's so many issues in terms of, I guess, content. Not just content, but playing the game. In that there's no incentive to play the game, really, once you hit a certain tier. And there's no active balancing to, like, unlike BT6, which can go a long time without balancing, because it's single player. Like, I think it fixed it for Battles 2. But for BCS, they just, like, update, and then they don't... There's no, like... Maybe it takes, like... Maybe they figure that nothing is super overpowered, but I would like if there were balance changes mid-season, because right now, I think we're gonna probably go, like, 1.5 months without any changes to the game, which sucks ass. Again, I still enjoy it, and I'm probably still gonna make content of it, especially since, like, you know, there's nothing else to do in BTD6, so... yeah, that's the alternative. It's either BCS or nothing in place of it. So, yeah. I guess that's ultimately the gist of what I had to say. Again, before people, like, I know, it's in everyone's well-being or interest to say, you know, not just take a break, but, like, do things I enjoy for content. But, again, you must realize that I don't want to do that while, like, knowingly killing off my how much channel does in the algorithm. So that's, I guess, a me problem to figure out the right balance between enjoyment and still putting out content that is good for, like, algorithm and gets to the most amount of people. Because as much as I'd like to just, I don't know, throw random League on the second channel all the time, or do only BCS, because I honestly enjoy that, I guess, a bit more. I know that would be a dumb-ass idea, and would be channel suicide, so, yeah. Again, I don't think I've ever felt this way throughout the entire history. Or, I've maybe felt small periods of time where I was not burnt out, but, like, out of content. I think this time it's definitely real. The feeling is real. I don't know how much more I can continue until the next update. So, yeah, just letting you know that it is the end. And it actually isn't clickbait. I am genuinely fucked. I wish there was more to do in this game, enjoyable things. I mean, I still enjoy, like, the weekly bosses and occasionally races, but again, that's, like, once a week. So, that's at most gonna fill one video in a week, as opposed to the multiple that I'm putting out right now. But again, I'll figure it out, and maybe with the help of you guys again. But again, They must be good ideas, so I'm gonna think long and hard about it. That's it for now, I guess. Please subscribe to Extras to make me feel 1% better. Getting to 100k would be nice on this channel. Also, I don't know, subscribing to the first channel as well. And also using code ISAB in the BTD6 shop. And in the shops of the other games too. Yeah, see ya.